What is going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to 2011 Dirk Nowitzki was a god. Chat, this was highly anticipated and highly recommended, man, for a while, actually. Dirk Nowitzki is like an all-time legend, bro. And in 2011, he actually dropped off LeBron, bro. Like, he dropped him off in the finals, bro. And a lot of people have been saying, in the comments, in general, in life, bro, just in life, that's like one of the hardest championships ever to win. So, bro, I'm really excited to get into this video, man. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button, man, and join the crew. I haven't yet seen any Dirk Nowitzki highlights or, really Dirk Nowitzki in depth with his career, man. So I'm excited, man. So let's get to it. Yes, sir.
In 2011, Dirk Nowitzki delivered quite possibly the greatest individual playoff run in NBA history. A run and a season that defined his entire career.
Nowitzki again for the lead. Bang!
For nearly a decade, Nowitzki was known as the guy who always came up short. When the chips were on the table, you can bet your ass he was gonna shrink away from the moment. To put it bluntly,
What? There's no way. I thought Dirk was like that guy in Dallas. He used to sell the bag.
he was a choker.
Damn.
That was before 2011.
Oh.
In a run that saw him defeat a sneaky talented Portland team, the two-time defending champions, a young nucleus in OKC, and the greatest big three the league had ever seen. Dirk rewrote his entire legacy, silencing all narratives as he came alive in the clutch every single night en route to being crowned a champion. At a time where the NBA was teetering on an era of big threes and super teams, Dirk single-handedly beat the best of the past, the future, and the present in a title run that saw him float above all like a god.
Okay. I'm excited, man. Yes, sir. 2011. Dirk Nowitzki. Let's get it. All right, 2006. Chat, was Dirk Nowitzki good his whole entire career? Or is he more of like a late bloomer? You know what I'm saying? He got better after a little while. Let me know.
The time was now. In 2006, Dirk had finally broken through to the NBA Finals, set to face a Miami Heat squad led by a young Dwayne Wade and an older Shaquille O'Neal. With Nowitzki in the middle of his prime at 27 years old, Dallas had the advantage, taking a 2-0 series lead. The title was all but his, until the momentum snapped the other way. Miami won 4 straight games in a flash, shocking Dirk and the Mavs as they hoisted the Larry O'Brien trophy on their home floor. And to make matters worse, Dallas's collapse was followed by a media circus. Mark Cuban claimed the finals were rigged, Wade was getting every call, and of course, heavy criticism on one of the game's premier players who wasn't able to close it out. The noise was deafening and pointless. None of it was going to take the pain away, nor put a ring on Dirk's finger. However, in 2007, he managed to take the attention away from 2006 by one-upping himself. 07 was supposed to be Nowitzki's magnum opus. It was the most efficient season of his career. He captured his first MVP award, and the Mavericks set a franchise record with 67 wins. All that to lose to the 8th-seeded We Believe Warriors in the first round. Just an unexplainable collapse.
No way Dirk Nowitzki lost to the Warriors, bro. This is before Steph Curry. The Warriors could have never been that good, bro.
By the NBA's #1 seed. And this marked the moment
number
where
one?
Dirk became the league's piñata. Instead of receiving his MVP trophy in front of his home crowd in round 2, he received it at an awkward press conference, where the league began to take their shots at him.
Bro, Dirk was his league MVP. Bro, why the heck did I not know that? Bro, Dirk Nowitzki was a league MVP, chat. What?
A fraud, a choker, a soft European. And the following seasons didn't help him shake that reputation. 2008, a round 1 loss. 2009, a second round loss. 2010, 55 wins, the 2nd seed in the West, followed by an upset to the 7th-seeded Spurs in the first round. By this point, Dirk had embodied everything the world told him he was. A playoff ghost who melts under the bright lights. And now at 32 years old, time was running out on his career to rewrite the narrative. And the league wasn't slowing down either.
Dang. 2011, okay.
Throughout the 2011 season, the spotlight was on anyone but Dallas. During the offseason, Miami had done the unthinkable with the creation of their Big Three. Oklahoma City's young trio was plastered across any highlight reel you can find, while Kobe and the defending champion Lakers ran the headlines as they chased the elusive three-peat. Dallas was flying under the radar, with an older roster that featured just one superstar and role players past their prime. It was a perfect recipe to become overlooked. And yet,
bro, Jason Kidd was a role player? No, Jason Kidd's an all Hall of Famer, bro. How is he a role player, bro?
Had a stellar regular season, winning 57 games as the
We gotta
third
do our
seed in
research
the
on
West.
Jason Kidd, chat.
But once again, no one cared. Due to their past failures, this meant nothing. It was their 11th straight 50-win season, and not once had it amounted to anything. The NBA was used to this. Regular season success, the phone rings in the postseason, and Dirk doesn't answer. We've seen this before.
We gotta see, bro. Round one.
In the first
Fight.
round, a talented Portland squad led by LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Roy stood face to face with the German Wizard, who pulled off a little bit of magic in Game 1. With Dallas leading by 4 headed into the fourth, Dirk went ballistic for 18 in the frame to take a 1-0 series lead. In Game 2, up 1 headed into the fourth, the man gave the Blazers front row seats to another clinic with a flurry of mid-range jumpers that were wet like water. He drowned out Portland with 14 in the fourth. Dallas takes care of home court and go up 2-0. Out on the road at the Moda Center though, the Mavericks got stunned by Portland Stars, who went supernova to shockingly knot up the series.
Yeah, how good was Brandon Roy? Because everyone says Brandon Roy was this all-time legendary type of player, like a Derrick Rose legendary talent. Was he like a Derrick Rose? Like, he dunked like Derrick Rose and everything? Like, can y'all let me know? Should we get a reaction on Brandon Roy?
History was repeating itself. Every year, Dallas collapses at this very moment. They get the momentum, lose control, and spiral into a playoff exit. This is who they are. However, Dirk, as aware as he's ever been of where he's at in his career, knew the window was closing. Another year couldn't be wasted. He has to come through. So, in a pivotal Game 5 in Dallas, with all the momentum in Portland's favor, Nowitzki shut down any doubt, pouring in 25 points in an 11-point win, followed by a 33-point, 11-rebound exclamation mark in Game 6 to win the series. The message sent by Dirk was heard league-wide. The dude wasn't playing around. However, the gauntlet had just begun.
Okay, what's happening? What's happening?
35 months. That's how long it's been since the LA Lakers last lost a playoff series, as Dirk and the Mavericks were intent on dethroning the two-time defending champions, led by Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol.
Oh my
At home
God.
in Game 1, the champs were playing like the champs, taking a 16-point lead early in the third quarter. But, you know, this is a different Dallas team. They roared all the way back, led by Nowitzki with an arsenal of middies, fadeaways, threes, his patented leg kick and all. It was vintage Dirk, posting another double-digit fourth quarter to sneak out a Game 1 win on the road. In Game 2, they kept their foot on the gas with another stunner to take both games in LA. Now back at the American Airlines Center, Dallas had the defending champs on the ropes. A 3-0 lead would spell death for the Lakers, and our boy wasn't about to let them breathe.
Nowitzki wide open for three.
Damn.
Too good of a shooter. Another breakdown. And another three. Playing him right up in on Nowitzki. Still knocks it down. Nowitzki. A three. Nowitzki.
Bro, Dirk Nowitzki can really shoot, bro. He's like a Stephen Curry big man, bro.
Hands into his face.
Ugh.
Let's go, he says. Nowitzki drives on Gasol, stops.
Nah, he's bullying him. You gotta switch.
Shot from Nowitzki.
You gotta switch.
Mavericks stun the Lakers and take a 3-0 lead.
Come on.
How do you guard this dude? I mean, seriously, at 7 feet and a release point about a foot above his head, all you can do is pray he misses. And in game 3, he wasn't. 32 points, 9 rebounds, and a 3-0 series lead. By that point, it was all she wrote. Dallas exploded for a 36-point win in game 4 as they send shockwaves through the NBA, slaying the 2-time defending champions in a 4-game sweep.
That's
Dirk is
crazy,
off to the Western
bro.
Conference Finals for the
he swept Kobe. He swept Kobe.
first time since 2006, and awaiting him was the future.
Oh, damn. Awaiting is the future. Okay. Okay. KD.
Standing
rough.
between Dirk and a trip to the finals was a 3-headed monster in OKC, led by Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and 6th man James Harden. 3 future MVPs, by the way. This was the future of the league, but Dirk couldn't care less. He was about to give these kids a history lesson.
Damn, bro. I wonder what he did. Okay. Yeah, Ibaka not stopping that, bro. I'm sorry, Ibaka. You're not stopping that.
Cutting to the basket and a foul. He is putting on a shooting clinic. Nowitzki, little fake, pull up, puts it in. Motion, doing his best. Oh, he banks it in. A little bit of everything from Dirk. And Nowitzki taking away their will sometimes. Nowitzki, it's good. Oh, 46 points.
If I'm Serge Ibaka, I'm naming my first son Dirk.
That'll do it. The Dallas Mavericks take game 1 of the Western Conference Finals from a magnificent performance from Dirk Nowitzki. It's one of the all-time great NBA playoff performances.
48
Dirk-
points, 6
Oh my
boards,
God.
4 dimes, and 4 blocks on 12 of 15 shooting and 24 for 24 at the line. This is as
Damn!
close to a perfect shooting performance as you will ever see. I mean, did the ball even touch the rim on any of his shots? Dirk was straight cash. OKC's trio returned the favor in game 2 to tie the series, to which Dallas wasted no time stealing back home court advantage with a game 3 win on
Bro,
the
Sean
road.
Marion is everywhere, bro. Sean Marion is on the freaking Dallas Mavericks with, bro, how many chips does he have?
Which was followed by another Nowitzki masterpiece. In game 4, Dirk and the Mavs find themselves down 10 with 2.5 minutes to go, and the German wizard is about to tap into God mode. His top of the key 3 is cash. On the left side, he throws up a ridiculous off-balance shot while trying to draw a foul and makes it. On the next possession, he gives us a patented one-legged fade in the key.
he did flow state
and
for
Dallas
sure.
is within 3.
For
Now down
sure.
2 with 6 seconds left,
For
Nowitzki
sure.
gets fouled and proceeds to bury 2 cold-blooded free throws to get the game to OT. It was all Dirk. He got him to the extra frame, and the team brought him the rest of the way, outscoring the Thunder 11-4 in overtime to take a 3-1 series lead. Oh, and Dirk's final stat line? A 40-piece on 60% shooting. 14
Damn.
of those in the 4th quarter in OT. Clutch God. In the clincher back at home, Dallas found themselves down 2 with a minute to go. And guess who comes through? Dirk, bombing a 3 over the contest to take the lead, and the Mavericks never looked back. They are your Western Conference champions. 3 rounds in, and Dirk has seemingly destroyed all narratives about his past self. I mean, he's averaging 10 points per 4th quarter throughout these playoffs. It is astounding.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. People gotta give him his props, bro. He's grinding, bro.
The man is
He's going
finals
crazy.
bound once again, with a chance to relinquish all shortcomings he's had, and he'll have to do so against his greatest demon.
Oh my days, the Miami Heat.
Here we are again. Dirk and the Mavericks against D-Wade and the Heat in the NBA Finals. Except this time, the Flash had a couple helping hands. It wasn't the Diesel by his side, but rather the chosen one. Two-time league MVP LeBron James and all-NBA talent Chris Bosh. The big three, if you will, up against the one-man army in Dirk. And Game 1 showed us why the Heat were presumed champions from the first day of the season. The big three were beyond dominant to draw first blood, and the news that came out post-game really shook things up. It was announced that Dirk tore a tendon in his left middle finger after fouling Bosh late in the fourth quarter, as you could see him looking weirdly at his hand. Nowitzki told reporters that he couldn't straighten his finger, but would still be ready to go for Game 2, as he plans to wear a
So this guy was playing with a broken finger. You're trolling me right now.
splint for the rest
And
of
he
the
beat them.
series. Keep in mind, this is a multi-week injury, but our man was on a mission. You'd have to kill him to take him out of these finals. Game 2, though, proved to be more of the same. The Heat's star power was just too much for Dallas, finding themselves in a 15-point hole with 7 minutes to go in the fourth. But like they have all postseason long, the Mavericks flexed their resiliency. Out of nowhere, Jason Terry, Sean Marion, and Jason Kidd go berserk, cutting the lead to 4 with just under 3 minutes remaining, setting the table for the clutch god himself.
Mavericks fighting back. Nowitzki hooks it up, puts it in.
They shot a lot of mid-range during this time.
Tried to save it. Ball still loose, picked up by Terry. A minute remaining.
They shot the midi a lot, bro.
Back to Nowitzki, lefty layup, backs it in, and the game is tied. Terry to Nowitzki, backs it in with 3.6 remaining. Miami out of timeouts, trailing by 2. James back to Wade. Wade puts it up for the win. Off the mark, and Dallas has tied the finals with one of the most incredible comebacks in NBA Finals history.
7 straight points by Dirk to
Nah,
win the
he
game.
really wanted to win, chat.
The
He really wanted to win.
Ain't so soft now, and this series is tied at 1. In a packed house for Game 3, Nowitzki put on a show for the city, popping off for 34 points and 11 rebounds. 15 of those, of course, coming in the fourth quarter. 3 balls, a thunderous slam, and a classic Dirk fade over Haslam to tie the game with 1:40 to go. Chris Bosh responds with a jumper to put Miami up 2, giving Nowitzki 4 seconds and a chance to cap off his masterpiece.
Okay.
Up to Nowitzki. Haslam on him. Nowitzki spins. Head fake. Falling away. Shot won't go. And Miami comes back and wins again on the road. And they lead the finals 2 games to
Yo,
1.
I ain't gonna lie. I did not know he was this much of an underdog, bro. Like, I knew 2011, LeBron, get lit, you feel me, let's win. But Dallas really came in with that pain and something to prove,
I
bro.
would have bet my life that that shot was going in. But Reese lead, and now everything is on the line. On the cusp of a 3-1 series deficit entering Game 4, this was without question the most pivotal game of Nowitzki's career. And as if he wasn't already going through enough, he woke up on the morning of Game 4 with a 101-degree fever. The timing was just terrible. He showed up to shoot around drenched in sweat, and during the game, Nowitzki didn't play at all like himself. He looked exhausted, missing shots he'd made all postseason long. Thankfully, his teammates had his back, keeping the game tight into the final moments, and with 30 in his body to get to the rim and scoop it home. Pushing the Mavs lead to 3, and that would seal it. It simply didn't matter what this man was going through. He was gonna show up no matter what.
Bro, I like that, bro. Players don't do this now.
The fun off his fever game,
So
fans
underrated.
were in awe of what Dirk was able to pull off. But the Heat, not so much. On the morning of Game 5, a video surfaced of LeBron and Wade in a back hallway after shoot-around, fake coughing and chuckling about it. They were mocking Nowitzki, insinuating he faked his illness. In a league built on respect, that right there crossed the line, giving Dirk and the Mavs extra motivation headed into a decisive Game 5. Fast forward to the 4:40 mark of the fourth, and Dwayne Wade nails the three to put Miami up 4. And for just a moment, it seemed like the Heat were going to take control of this series. That is,
Nah, yeah, I want the Heat to win. The Heat. I'm not the Heat. I want the Mavericks to win. The Heat look too cocky right now. Nah, bro. Nah.
until Dirk
Come
and
on.
his boys went nuts.
Come on, Dirk.
Jason Terry cashes it from downtown to tie the game. Nowitzki flushes the slam as the crowd explodes. J-Kid finds himself wide open from beyond the arc and makes no mistake. The lead is 5. Moments later, Terry pulls LeBron out into deep waters and splashes a 3-ball right in
That's
his
messed up.
eye, hitting his iconic airplane celebration. Game, set, match. These are the type of dig deep moments that you only get from a team that's learned from its past, that have built true grit through blood, sweat, and tears.
Facts.
All the pain has led them here, one win away from tasting gold.
Game 6, 7.
Since the start of the postseason, the Mavericks have said the time is now. Well, the time can be now.
Welcome to the American Airlines Arena for Game 6 of the 2011 NBA Finals.
Down in South Beach with an NBA title on the line, Dirk was just hours away from rewriting the narrative on his career and cementing himself as one of the all-time greats. However, the nerves were clearly there. Nowitzki was ice cold, putting up just 3 points on 1 of 12 shooting in the first half. But thanks to Jason Terry, Dallas leads by 2 at halftime, giving Dirk time to reset, calm himself, and put this big 3 away. In the third, he came out with his head on fire, hitting nothing but nylon 10 seconds into the quarter. He follows it up with a majestic off-balance midi and then bangs a 3-ball to go up 6. He's got it rolling now. The lead is 9 headed into the fourth, a quarter where Dirk has taken his game to a different stratosphere all playoff long. The once labeled soft, choker, weak European who disappeared when it mattered most was about to put the finishing touches on a legacy that's been questioned for far too long.
Terry to Nowitzki. Nowitzki open jump shot, knocks it down.
Nothing but net.
Kid to Chandler.
Give it to Bosch, bro. Bosch can't guard you. Hell yeah.
Puts it in. Amongst the NBA's greats.
Now he trying to foul.
Nowitzki puts it up. Puts it in. Dirk Nowitzki makes it a 10-point game. Nowitzki, left hand, lays it in. And it's 103-92. And that should do it for the Dallas Mavericks. And the celebration will begin. The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. The first title in franchise history. The emotions of Dirk Nowitzki, what he's always dreamed of.
Once and for all, the softness question, there's nothing soft and never has been about Dirk Nowitzki.
And the MVP of this series with an average of 26 points.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. 2011 Dirk Nowitzki. Generational, bro. Generational. He is a generational talent, bro. And I learned a lot about Dirk Nowitzki that I didn't know. I didn't know, like, he played through a sickness and he was injured in that series while soloing a Miami Heat in their prime. What a 2-time MVP, an NBA champion, an all-NBA caliber player. And they're all all-stars, by the way. And he dropped them all. That is insane. That is actually insane. But, you know, chat, this is the end of the video, man. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and recommend me some more bangers, bro. Because, bro, this video, chef's kiss, bro. It was amazing, man. But, hey, that being said, though, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time. Yes, sir. And if y'all want to see Kevin Garnett, let me know, man.